Now, in the last session, we came to know about the shadow particle, and that shadow particle is nothing but the magnetism, right? And we discussed about the force also. The force is the cause of all functions and changes of the universe. Only the force moves everything that we saw yesterday, and the movement of the force results in clash, reflection, refraction, penetration, and interaction, and affecting changes in everything constantly. All such changes are perceived as the characteristics of inanimate masses and animate beings. Okay, this force, from where it is originate? Only we just asked the question and stopped yesterday. Um, Now here Swamiji asked us to just visualize that if any force is reduced slowly, ultimately it will come to stillness, that is static state. So by common sense, we can understand that we can assume that the origin of force is static state. Static state is not other than the eternal space, which is all pervasive throughout the universe. The force within the static, which was latent as an inherent quality, became significant as a brilliant wave, which is the energy particle. This is what we are saying every now and then, just recalling that. So it must be understood that the energy particle is a fractional part of the static state. By the surrounding pressure of the infinite static state, the particle characteristically and constantly spins and moves. So, as we discussed earlier about the two actions, repulsion and attraction, that is, the periphery of the energy particle is repulsion, and the center point, which remains static, is attraction, or we say that it's a gravity. So here the original force which was inherent in the static state has emerged as the twofold force of attraction and repulsion. So one becomes two here. See, we can take a small example. Say we prepare laddu, right? Before preparing laddu, we prepare bundi. First, what we do, we take amount of bundi and we give pressure from outside. As in we give the pressure, all bundis moves inward, right? And we make suppose we give more continuously give force. The same force we are giving, what will happen? The bodies which were for traveling inward will start coming outside. So while giving the force first time, it goes inside, which is the attractive force. The same thing when it is more again and again when you give, it makes it as a repulsive force, which comes out. So here the inherent quality that in the static state, that the same thing is emerged into two, one as attraction and other as repulsion. So the energy particles associate to form mass, and mass also moves with rotative motion by the net collective force of all its particles. So the net attractive force of the mass particle is intensified at the center of the mass and acts as centripetal force. So this is the same principle as in the individual energy particle also. So the center of the mass attracts other mass centers, while the repulsive force of the mass repels other masses so that they kept at a distance. So this is what is happening in the universe. And in the tomorrow's session, let us see what happens in the living being. What this attractive force is doing with the living beings, right? That is our topic actually. Let us see that in the tomorrow session. Thank you, Ananda, for giving me this opportunity. Be blessed by the divine. வாழ்க வளமுடன் அம்மா. வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
வாழ்க வளமுடன் அம்மா. Be blessed by the divine. By the grace of divine power, Arunidhi Bhagyalakshmi Amma and his family and her family will enjoy good health, long life, enough wealth, prosperity, wisdom, and peace. Be blessed by the divine. Shall we conclude the session, Amma?
Yeah, if there is no questions, then we can definitely conclude.
Anybody have any questions for this Amma's topic?
Okay, Amma, conclude it.
Okay, Amma. Okay. Thank you, Amma. Let us conclude the session with blessings for the world. Let us invite Arunidhi Shanti Aravindan Amma to sing blessings for the world.
Thank you, Amma. Be blessed by the divine. Blessing for the world. May rain pour on all parts of the world timely and sufficiently